Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. The water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Shalom, myself, Apostle Rakah, the Hinda Ayadan.
Shalom.
Okay, we're here. Okay, and like I said, man, we're gonna this right here, because that first video, man, I was running out of time. So I said, hell, we'll just curtail it into a part 2. So this is a part 2 to the video we just did. The UFOs are coming. Because we had a couple of more scriptures that we wanted to get out. But I said, fuck it, let's just do a part 2. We'll bring it out. So we're going to continue on, because that video was heavy. The spirit was getting hot and heavy, man. You know what I mean, with that one. We're just going to bring out more scriptures on how those UFOs, when they come, they're coming to bring destruction upon this place. Upon America, upon Esau and his kingdom, man. Okay? Now, yeah, we're gonna go into the scriptures. We're gonna get right into it. Then you say it's supposed to be streaming up here if I'm going live.
Oh, yeah, shit show.
Yeah, trying to figure something. Okay, yeah, slide. Go down. Let me see something here. Salakia, bear with us for 1 second. We're just trying to make sure that the video, because like I said to y'all, the reason that y'all haven't seen me in the past 11 days with the videos is because, you know, my page was shut down.
Still doing this past live stream.
Yeah, my page.
Oh, there it goes. There's the
UFOs coming your way over here. Videos up.
Oh, there you go. The second one.
Oh, so the videos are up.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so we're streaming live right now again. This is part 2 to this is part 2. Yeah, go back up to the top. Yeah, now hit that. See if we can see it streaming as we're doing this video.
Yeah.
Lord willing. But anyways, man, we're gonna get into the other scriptures that we wanted to bring out. Okay. Hit them scriptures, my brother.
All right, Con. So this is in Acts, right? This is Acts, and the first chapter, and I'm just start at 8, and it says, "But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come unto you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost parts of the earth."
That's right. This is Yahweh Shai before he ascended back to the heavens. Before he ascended back to the heavens, he was talking to the disciples, right? And he was telling them what was going to happen, what they were going to do in his name, because he was about to leave. He had at that point Yahweh had fulfilled his purpose, man. Okay, he was crucified, then risen, right? And then now it was time for him to how we say pass the torch.
Pass the torch.
Okay, so go ahead, continue.
And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight.
He was being beamed up into a tractor beam. Like we're telling you, like you see, like in Star Trek, right? How the tractor beam, they get beamed up into the ship. They got all that from the scriptures, man. So right as he's standing there talking to him, the chariot, the cloud, remember we got the scriptures talk about how the chariots come. He shall come in the clouds. And they showed you that in Independence Day when the UFO came, it came inside of a cloud of fire. You see? Go ahead.
And while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up.
As he's being beamed up into the cloud, Yahweh Shai, go.
Behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel.
That's right. There were angels. 2 other angels were already, like Yahweh Shai being beamed up by one group of angels. And then there were 2 other angels. The angels are always on the earth. So 2 other angels were standing there off to the side. 2 other angels appeared off to the side. And they started speaking to the disciples. Go ahead.
Which also said, "Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?"
Yeah, that show you that the Most High is rough. It's about, yo, man, con out of one con, ASAP. They said, look, man, what y'all doing? Why y'all standing there looking up in the sky? Y'all wasting time. Let's get to it. Chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Right? Go ahead.
This saying, Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
That's right. So it said, yeah, the angels told him, look, man, don't worry about that. You're going to see him again. He going to come back. He going to come back the same way he left. Meaning he going to come back in them chariots, the UFOs. That's how you know the return of the Lord, when you see them UFOs. So like this elder said, pretty much what Yahushua, let me see, I was trying to see if I can get the elder on the camera too, but it don't matter.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, okay. Um,
I'm,
the elder Ayathan is here with me.
as long as they can hear me.
Okay, as long as they can hear, you know. Okay. Well, okay. I was trying to help. Yeah, well, move over a little bit. You'll be able to get in there a little bit. Yeah, come on. All right. But anyways, he said he going to come back in the same way. Then he going to come back and the UFOs. So, like this elder said, Yahushua playing war games with Esau, man. That's why the chariots are appearing, showing Esau that, look, man, because Esau know the scriptures, starting primarily with these elites. They know the scriptures, man. So that's how the Lord going to come back. He's going to come back with the UFOs. So that's how we know that we are very in the end. And this is the time, rather, this is the mentality that we're supposed to be in right now. Prophecy, the UFOs, the chariots, America being destroyed, instead of sitting around here worrying about trivial shit and stupid, bitchy, feminine shit, going back and forth, scoffing. If you are truly a man of the Lord, you're going to be in the spirit, man. Men are going to always have differences until Yahushua get back, because he going to straighten everything out, man. Okay? But all that sitting around, scoffing, just talking shit like a bitch-ass nigga, we ain't got time for all that shit. We got to get on this work, man. You see what I'm saying? But that's right. Remember the angel said, why y'all standing up there gazing into heaven? Why y'all playing games? Why y'all wasting time? Get to the work. That's what the angels was telling them. Because he said, Yahushua come back. When you see him come back and them chariots or the UFOs, man, ain't going to be playtime. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. This is Luke 21 and 25, right? I'm going to jump down to 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars.
And we see that already happening now. There was a full moon the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they had certain eclipses, certain nights.
God.
The weather.
Shit, this is before the C-19 hit, man. Remember, there were all types of blue moons.
Blue moons. We had a few eclipses.
A few eclipses, one in a lifetime event.
Comets.
Yep.
Okay.
Comet, yeah.
All kind of different things. Meteorites. That's all a part of it, man. It's science. The planets aligning and moving certain ways, and then the weather on the earth. Mm-hmm. These natural disasters. The condition of man. Come on, man. Go ahead, brother.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
And upon the earth distress of nations. What's happening right now? Okay, there's a big goddamn fucking inflation. There's a war. Russia invaded Ukraine.
Famines.
People are talking about they're just going in the supermarkets and there's no food on the shelf. That's what I'm talking about. Here it is. You got guys, they call themselves Israelites and the truth, and they the men of the Lord dealing with them. But you got shit, there's no food in the shelf. The gas is almost $5-6 an gallon. But the only thing certain hoe-ass niggas could think about is the scoff. But you know what? The Bible said it. You shall have scoffers. Because they're not the men of the Lord. They're just wicked, evil creatures. But guess what? It's going to get to a point where you're going to get caught up in what's happening out here, man. See, when you ain't got no more food to eat, you ain't going to have time to be talking shit.
Yeah.
You ain't going to have time to be scoffing when you're trying to figure out what you're going to eat or what water you're going to drink. Because all they got to do is cut the light. Esau's going to do it. Well, that's the prophecies, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
Distress. Right now, the nations are distressed. And the chariots are making their appearances, man. So, bro, we are almost the fuck up out of here. All we got to do is pray to the Lord. I seen a brother did a video up there earlier. We were just looking, I forget what page it was or who it was.
About the praying.
When you don't pray, it put demons on you. You're supposed to be praying. And it's true. A lot of guys, folk get demons on them because they don't be praying, man. They become complacent in their spirituality and praying to the Lord. No matter what. You can do 50 videos, man. But see, like Apostle Tahar said something years ago, we had this back in One West. Actors. You got certain guys that are just actors. They could do videos and give a nice speech, wear a garment, look the part, but then spiritually, like Yahushua said, remember the Pharisees outward, they have white
White sepulchres.
White sepulchres, but then with dead men's bones.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Yep. It says, and upon earth distress the nations with perplexity, the sea and array the waves roaring. So the whole world is catching hell.
The whole world is going upside down.
Global. Verse 26, men's hearts failing them for fear.
That's happening right now. People are dropping dead. All kind of people are dropping dead from stress and other sicknesses and illnesses. They're still worried about this pandemic shit. It's not gone. It's still there, but they're still keeping it around as a weapon. So when they want to lock shit down, that's their excuse. You know.
But they bring new shit in.
And they're bringing in the new shit. The MP. I don't want to say it. I mean, they'll cut my. I just got my page back up today. If I say it, they'll probably cut me down again. The MP. But go to the other scriptures.
Yep. There's one more on this. It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then that's talking about the World War III.
World War III.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
He coming in that UFO, what you call a UFO. He coming in that cloud, the same cloud that he left in, that father ship. Yahweh Shai is coming in that ship. So, man, like I said, UFOs coming, man. And Yahweh Shai he's the master of the host, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Lord of hosts. He's going to lead them UFOs back here. So Esau, and they know that. That's why Esau is scrambling to put this new world order in place now. Okay, now go to the other one. Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. I call for.
I can read his last verse.
Come.
It says, and when these things become to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
That's right, our redemption. So you dumb niggas, you Israelites, you tribes, and you dumb spicks. That's when y'all see that, y'all supposed to get happy.
I'm sure it's
that means that the white man ain't gonna be able to run roughshod over you no more. But you know what? 2/3 of y'all are not. Two-thirds of y'all are gonna try to help the white man defeat the UFOs, because that's your destiny. You see, but guess what? Y'all gonna come back and y'all gonna get a second chance.
Second chance.
You see what I mean?
Second chance.
But the ones of us that know the truth and know we Israelites and know what it is and know the scriptures, okay? Excuse me. We're supposed to get happy, get excited. I'm too excited over that than to worry about anything else, man. Just keep doing the work of the Lord, man. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, so this is 2 Ezra 13.
Uh-huh.
It says, and it came to pass after 7 days I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that had moved all the ways thereof, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Them legions, them angels. Yahweh Shai. Showing that when Yahweh Shai come back in that UFO, they gonna see him. The whole world gonna see him. Okay? Wax strong, meaning he's coming with them legions. People are gonna see it. Just like in Independence Day, when the UFOs came, they all came in legions. And the whole planet saw it. Everybody was all scared, remember? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and lo, there, and behold, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven.
Them 72,000 and plus angels.
Mm-hmm. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
That's talking about when the chariot was shooting them laser beams out when they come, he's going to be actually, like you saw in Independence Day, like you saw in War of the Worlds. Them chariots are going to be shooting laser beams anywhere they turn. That's what that's talking about, the laser beams, that concentrated fire that's coming out the chariot. Go ahead.
And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. Like as the earth faileth when it feel the fire.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
lasers.
The lasers. That's the voice. That concentrated fire. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men, out of number, from the four winds of heaven to subdue the
Esau and the nations. They're gonna come together. At some point, they're gonna be fighting each other, but they're gonna say, "Look, we gotta make a truce." And they're going to try to come together to fight against the angels, Yahweh Shai himself. Because they know this is the Esau know Yahweh Shai is coming. And he's real. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. But I beheld, and lo, he had engraved himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
That mountain is actually a chariot. It's actually a UFO. He's on the chariot. Yahweh Shai going to be on the chariot.
Yeah.
That main chariot that coming, that's going to be Yahweh Shai. But the chariot is so huge, the prophet Ezra is looking at it. He said it's like a mountain in the sky. But go ahead, he's gonna describe it.
But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven.
That's right. Meaning, he was looking. Basically, he said a mountain is just floating in the sky, but he's looking for where the mountain broke off from and started floating, but he didn't see it. Basically, it was a large object in the sky, the size of a fucking mountain. That's how huge that chariot is.
Tall, yeah. Like a flying city.
So they're like a flying city or a flying mountain. That's how, in ancient terms, he's describing it, looking at it with his ancient eyes. You see? So that UFO that's coming, but it's going to be other UFOs, but Yahweh Shai going to be on that main one. And he's going to be shooting laser beams. The other chariots are going to be shooting laser beams simultaneously, and simultaneously the missiles are going to be bearing down. That's the great, terrible day of the Lord. All this wickedness and this, you wicked people and your wickedness, and man, there's going to be a sword destruction, like the Bible says, man.
Yep, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
The Most High gonna put the spirit on them devils to go ahead and fight. They're gonna be scared as hell. They're gonna be shaking in them pilots. Esau gonna be scared. They're gonna be sending their little jet fighters to try to go again like an Independence Day.
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna want to fight, but the Most High gonna put a spirit on them to fight.
Force them to fight.
Force them to fight the UFOs and Yahweh Shai, those angelic armies. Go ahead, brother.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath.
That's right, from the mouth of the chariot. They're gonna like you saw in Independence Day when Will Smith and them came to fight the chariot, and they sent them small chariots out, and they just destroyed all of Will Smith and his men.
You could picture, envision this, man. It's intense.
It's intense, bro. Then it's gonna be shooting laser beams. Doop, 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 doop. Go ahead, brother.
And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
That's it. That's them chariots. Go ahead.
And they were all mixed together. The blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight.
And all this is going to be happening while the missiles are coming. This is going to be happening, and then the missiles, this war in the sky going to be happening, but at the same time, the missiles are going to be coming in as this is happening. Missiles hitting, the missiles are going to be hitting areas, and then meanwhile, this battle in the sky going to be taking place.
Mm-hmm. And burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
That's right. It's going to be like Esau's armies and cities and all his satellites and his weapons and his space stations. That's all just going to be better than any movie Hollywood could write. But it's going to be real life, reality. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Esau and his armies and the other nations and the armies and all their weapons are going to be, like War of the Worlds. Remember when they would zap something, it would just turn into like dust, powder? Yeah. It's going to be like they were never even there. Yeah. And like Luke Gossett said, just burning into nothing in the middle of the air. Parts of them falling in the sea, parts of them falling in the land, parts of them just burning like nothing in the middle of the air. That Iron Eagle, you got to see the old movie from the 80s, Iron Eagle. And Luke Gossett with his dramatic ass. Hey, but that was it. We're going to end it right there.
Yep. I mean, there's a little. It says, but only dust and the smell of smoke. Like he just said. When I saw this, I was afraid.
The prophet saw that, and he was sick and disturbed for a couple of days when they would have these heavy visions, man. But we're gonna get ready to end it because it's about man. That's intense. Just breaking that down.
That shit's.
But brothers, Barakatah Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's time for us to be more in the spirit, man.
Yeah.
No matter what little hindrances, that's why they cut my page. When I come back harder. All right. So with that, I say shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, it couldn't be helped. It went to 20 minutes, but it couldn't be helped.
That was fire, man.
That was fire.
That was fiery, baby.
Cover napkin, brother Salaki.
Yeah.
For water.